Today, I made just 3 trades on SPY in my $1 million portfolio, but they accomplished a lot. I adjusted my covered calls to eliminate the risk of being forced to sell 100 shares I want to keep, reduce the risk on another 100 shares, and increase my potential capital gains by $500 if my remaining covered call is eventually assigned. These covered call adjustments generated very little income, but today's goal was not income. It was to strengthen the portfolio. I also sold a cash secured put, generated more than $500 in premium, and used all of that income to offset part of the cost of adding 3 more shares. Let me show you how 3 simple trades made this SPY position stronger. I have 302 shares of SPY, and I am short 2 covered calls with a strike price of $7.50. Let's start with the covered calls. I had 2 covered calls at the $750 strike expiring in about 3 weeks. With SPY moving higher, they were getting close enough to the money that I wanted to make an adjustment. Instead of trying to maximize premium, I focused on improving the position. I rolled from 2 contracts down to 1. That immediately removed the risk of being forced to sell 100 shares that I would rather keep. The remaining covered call is still working for me, but now, if those shares are eventually called away, they will be sold at a strike that is $5 higher, adding another $500 in potential capital gains. The premium from this roll was small, and that's okay. Sometimes the best roll is not the one that pays the most, it's the one that leaves the position in the best shape. In April, with the share price at $6.79, I sold a covered call with a strike price of $7.05, and at the end of April, I rolled it up and out to $720. And when the share price increased to $7.32, on June 25th, I rolled this covered call out and up to $7.40. But in order to generate a net credit, I had to increase from 1 contract to 2 contracts. And then I rolled both of those contracts on July 17th, up and out to $7.50 with an expiration date of $8.21. So that's how I ended up where I am. And right now, both of these contracts are out of the money, but they're getting really close to the money. And since I really don't want them called away, and if shares are called away, I'd rather have 100 shares called away than 200. I'm going to try to reduce from 2 contracts to 1 contract, generate a net credit, and keep this position out of the money. If I close both of these positions, it's going to cost me close to $1,700. So let's see what it would take to find a trade that would bring me at least $1,700. I'm going to look at September 18th. If I reduced to 1 contract and kept the same strike price, I could bring in $1,564, so that would not give me a net credit. But October 16th looks really promising. And I should actually be able to roll it up $5, generate a net credit now, and reduce from 2 contracts to 1 contract. So I'm going to click on these 2 contracts, roll all the way out to October 16th. So I'd be extending my trade from 21 days to 77 days, reduce to 1 contract, and increase my strike from $7.50 to $7.55. So this roll is not going to bring me very much income, but the point of the roll is to increase the strike and to decrease my shares at risk from 200 shares to 100 shares. I can expect a credit of about $58, and I see that it actually filled at $85. So I'm going to see what that has done to my SPY position, and then I'm going to choose a cash secured put to sell. So changing my closing date from August 18th to July 31st increases my annualized rate of return from 10.45 to 26.13. This call is now closed. And if I use the current share price to calculate my collateral value, I'm using $74,835 worth of SPY, giving me a very small annualized rate of return. But if these shares are called away, I will actually earn another $650 in capital gains on top of this $83. And this role was really more about adjusting the position than it was generating income. With the covered calls adjusted, my next step was selling a new cash secured put. I sold this $740 put because that's a price where I would be perfectly happy to buy another 100 shares. If SPY pulls back, great. I add to the position at a price I've already chosen. If it doesn't, I keep the premium and repeat the process. I think of cash secured puts as getting paid while I wait for a buying opportunity. So this cash secured put from July 17th expired a while back. So let's look at adding a new cash secured put here. I'm going to go out to August 21st, that's 21 days from now. A $740 put has about a 35% chance of going in the money. Depending on where things are, I might even accept assignment at $740. But right now I'm just going to generate some income with it and use it to offset the cost of adding a few more shares. Finally, I used today's premium to help pay for 3 more shares. Could I have bought 1? Yes. Could I have bought 10? Absolutely. But I chose 3. There is no magic formula behind that decision. I'm simply continuing to build the position over time while using options income to help fund the purchases. Every additional share increases my ownership, and every purchase lowers my adjusted cost per share just a little more. So the put filled at $560. I'm looking at the chart here. I don't really have a good reason for this decision. I could buy anywhere from 1 to 10 shares, and I'm just going to buy 3. Just feels right. So I just spent $2,244.27 to buy 3 shares. For the cash secured put, I brought in $559.34 using $74,000 worth of collateral for an annualized rate of return of 13.14%. Now let's look at how those 3 trades changed the numbers. You'll see the share count increased, the adjusted cost per share came down, my covered call exposure was reduced, and I improved the potential upside on the remaining covered call. That is why I keep such a detailed trade log. It's easy to look only at today's premium and miss the bigger picture. The spreadsheet lets me measure whether each decision is actually making the position stronger over time. So since the last time I summed everything at $202,860, I have generated $83, $559, and spent just over $2,200. I have 305 shares of SPY. I'm going to divide my total expense by 305 to see that my average investment per share right now is $670 and some change. The net liquidity of this whole position is $225,440. I subtract my expense from the net liquidity to see that my current profit is $20,977, which is about $1,500 more than the last time I looked at it, and I have 3 more shares. Today, I reduced the risk of being forced to sell shares I want to keep, increased my potential capital gains on the remaining covered call, added more shares, lowered my adjusted cost per share, and generated new income that helped pay for those shares. 3 trades, 1 position, a stronger portfolio, and thanks for following along. I'll see you in the next update.